A long way to go here. 12 games left.
And
they want that
right
first
wing, number 11,
they want the home ice advantage in
the
opening round of the playoffs. And I'm
the
telling you, at
Vancouver
this point in time, Spokane's not going to go away. So the Giants need to, in these final 12 games, in my estimation, they're going to need
minor hockey,
12 points to really secure that.
Yeah, 12 to go anyway, so maybe 500. They'd probably like more than that, but a chance with a win tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen,
a chance for a win tonight with this Vancouver Giant Hockey Club
to recognize the outstanding recent achievements by
their 75-point total last year as well. So, meanwhile, Red Deer, you talk about a lot of injuries, and also, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, he could be playing here still with this team, so they're trying to withstand the loss of a guy who might be a superstar in the big leagues at one point.
In less than 5
years' time, tough to sing, whether they thought they were going to get him back or not. Obviously, he's an outstanding player with the Edmonton Oilers now. If he wasn't hurt, he probably would have been easily gone on to Rookie of the Year of the NHL. But you know what? This is what every team goes through. Vancouver Giants understand that all too well. Evander Kane left after his 17-year-old season. So, you know what? This is what teams have to do in terms of trying to adjust. It's part of the growing pains. It's part of the development. And the journey is built, like to say, number 11. And got to adjust some way. I mean, they just had some bad luck with the injuries this year, and that's what teams go through.
Am I overselling the fact, Dan, that the Giants might want to keep their head up when they're coming across the neutral zone with breakout passes today?
Well, you got to be aware of when that dump was on the ice. I mean, everybody's seen it. They did a feature on TSN a couple of weeks ago about him being such a big open ice hitter. So you have to be aware of it. He's going to go looking for it. He's great at it. He knows how to find it. There's certain guys that are big open ice hitters. Other guys that are just going to rub you out. It doesn't matter your size. You're not the biggest guy. He's only 6 feet, 185. But man, he brings a big load, and he doesn't care who it is. He's going to go at you. He'll stand up for himself, so you better be prepared when Matt Dumba's on the ice.
It's pretty well shoulder to shoulder as well, or he could get suspended a whole lot, but he does come in high.
Very clean. Yeah, that's the best part about it. You gotta love it. I mean, the open ice hit to me is part of the game that is so exciting. I mean, guys gonna walk across the middle of your head.
Congratulations, Brendan, on your regular season
the only thing is that always has bothered me is the fact that nowadays people always, got to get in a fight. You just got hit big. Now it's a big fight. Dumba doesn't like to do that as much. He's a guy who wants to be able to stay in the game. So he likes to. He's gonna walk the line a little bit, but as we mentioned, you just got to be aware.
I agree with you. Meanwhile, Brendan Gallagher's been rolling for Vancouver. Kane Franson, Jordan Martinook, others. Martinook's been on a roll here. Franson's playing well. They'll look for help from everybody offensively tonight.
In the singing of our national
anthem,
drop the
puck in a minute on White Spot, Vancouver Giants hockey.
The warmth of home, the taste of White Spot. Now that's a comforting thought. Hi, this is Executive Chef Chuck Curry, inviting you to try our new Comfort Foods menu at White Spot. Now, for a limited time, you can enjoy dishes like our new spaghetti with house-made meatballs and a Caesar salad for only $14.99. Comfort is on the menu, so come on over. You're welcome anytime. White Spot, home to great taste and comfort since 1928.
At Canadian Direct Insurance, we offer home, auto, and travel insurance. We are your one-stop for all your insurance needs. That also means when you insure your home and vehicle with us, we can offer you multiple policy discounts. Even better, if you insure more than one vehicle, we can discount your costs even further. At Canadian Direct, we want to try and save people money on all their insurance needs. Pretty sweet deal if you ask me. Who am I? I'm Colin Brown, COO. Call 1-888-CALL-CDI to find out how much you could save. Member Canadian Western Bank Group.
We stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
It's game time. The first period of Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650 is brought to you by your BC Honda dealers. Now, from the TELUS Media Box, here is Dan Elliott.
Good evening, Giants fans. Welcome to the Pacific Coliseum, game number 61 of the Vancouver Giants regular season schedule, second and final meeting of the year versus the Red Deer Rebels. Your referees tonight, Tyler Adair and Brett Monch, and the linesman Ron Diderot, Ryan Gibbons. Your video goal judges, Jim Potts. Your starting netminders for the Vancouver Giants, Adam Morrison, after a night off, 31, 12, 101, 2.64 goals against, a save percentage of .907, and in net for the Red Deer Rebels, making his 26th start in the last 27 games. Devin Dubik, 13, 12, 1 and 2, 2.95 goals against, a save percentage of .906, and he has 2 shutouts on the air. A couple of 20-year-olds going head-to-head here. And we are underway. Puck into the Giants' zone. Neil Manning quickly off the boards, and out it comes as Riley Keyser had broken a stick off the draw.
Keep your eyes on the game and
I was talking to the equipment staff before the game. I swear, Riley Keyser in the opening faceoff, he has had to have broken in the last week probably about four sticks on that opening faceoff.
Why is that, you think?
I have no idea. They couldn't really get a handle, but needless to say, somebody's always prepared with the fresh twig.
Well, he's a guy you want on early, too. I mean, he just wins so many races for the pucks. There's a hit.
Turnover in the Giants zone, and it's in the back of the net. Charles Inglis opens the scoring 18 seconds into this game. First shot as the Giants bumped it up right into the open in the slot, and Inglis is able to put it away.
You know, he's been so good for this hockey team. And, you know, Keyser moved into the defensive zone, went against the back corner wall, made a terrific hit. Somehow the Red Deer Rebels were able to control that puck. It came on the stick of a Vancouver defenseman and scored it right off his stick. Maybe 15 feet in front of him, right on an Inglis stick, and he made no mistake about it. And boy, has he been playing well for this Red Deer team. That's a good incentive for the Rebels to get that first goal in this game here tonight.
Yeah, Inglis got off to a slow start with Red Deer, but started to pick it up.
His 18th of the season, scored by number 14, Charles Inglis.
For Inglis, 18 seconds in, and for a team that is
7. Mark McKenzie.
Injury
time of the goal, 18
That's a heck of a start. They're going to give it an assist out here to Mark McKenzie.
From
he was not the guy to touch it before. Went off
seconds.
2 Giants before it went to Inglis, but he'll pick up a helper as it is. So the Giants now looking to get back in there, looking for their first shot first. Chad Robinson along the board, hit by Keyser. Puck comes free. Gallagher will bring it over the line. Had a little trouble controlling it, but now he'll send it back behind the net. Keyser after it against Dumba. Dumba whacked it away from him, comes up the right side for Mason Burr. Fires it into the middle. Robinson up ahead to Turner Elson. Back to Robinson. He cuts in, throws it in front around. That's Brooks Maxwell, Throw it in front. And now the Giants able to clear it out. That's Alex Kuvayev all the way down to the Red Deer line. Alex Petrovic with it. Up the right side. Maxwell will tip that. And that's going to be icing going against the Rebels as it comes back into their own zone.
Well, Inglis certainly was very good in that 4-2 win over Vancouver and Red Deer.
And legendary fuel economy.
The Red Deer Rebels
2012 Honda CRV looks as smart as it is. Visit your local BC Honda dealer first thing tomorrow.
The last time the Red Deer Rebels won in Vancouver, you got to go back to 2005, February 16th, a 3-0 win. But they do have a nice 1-0 lead here tonight.
Rebels in their own zone. Maxwell and Elson having a little trouble along the wall as they're being harassed by Jackson Hoke and Taylor Macon. Puck comes free. Maxwell off the boards to Elson. He'll dump this one all the way down. Icing again with the arm up. And so they won't get a chance to change. We are 1:54 into this opening period, and the Rebels leading 1-0 on a goal from Charles Inglis.
Well, you know, the Rebels are in such a tough battle for a playoff spot. They trail the Brandon Wheat Kings. I think it's by 9 points. The problem is the Wheat Kings are just on a roll as well. They've won 8 of their last 10, but that's not going to shut this team down. By the way, the Rebels playing 8 games in a row on the road, and they've played well in the 3 so far.
Yeah, Scotty's Tournament of Hearts, a curling event right now taking place at the NMAX Centrium in Red Deer. As the puck comes deep in the Giant zone, Brendan Gallagher's in the far corner. Now he'll circle behind his own net. Chips it up the wall for Keyser. He'll take it to center ice. He'll dump it in. Gets by Dumba as Petrovic will pick it up. Harassed by Kuvayev. Petrovic, his pass turned over to Keyser in the slot. His shot blocked by Dumba as he moved in to take that away. Now Dumba will skate up the ice, left wing. Over the line, his slapper off a stick, that will miss. Now Kuvayev, he's got Scott Cook with him. Up ahead to Cook, couldn't handle that pass. And it goes to Hack, who will take it to center ice. That's as far as he goes. He runs into Vetterl. Austin Vetterl trying to get control, lost it. And Red Deer will dump this down. Well, that's going to be icing going against the
Giants
Rebels, and a
Michael
good chance
Bublé
there for Riley Keyser. He just couldn't get it
Michael
through.
Bublé Superhero Suite, benefiting BC Children's Hospital. And we'd like you to join us as we welcome our very special guest from BC Children's.
Mistake about it. Keyser at the other end gets a little bit of the same chance. Unfortunately, he couldn't get rid of it quick enough.
Faced off to the left of Dubik. Inglis is thrown out of the circle, so in comes Tyson Ness to go up against Martinook. Martinook wins it, gets it into the half wall. Matt Bellerive throws it in front. Martinook couldn't get a stick on it. Now McKenzie hard off the boards, not out. Burns kept it in. Glove down by Martinook. Trying to play it over the line to Musial, but it just came out. Now Musial will wrist it right back in. Inglis over to Hack. Stephen Hack off the wall. Martinook gets to that puck. His shot will miss short side. Musial moving in on the right wing. He'll keep it in the zone. Down low to Martinook. Out front to Burns. He misses the net on a nice feed from Martinook. Left side, Kulak keeps it in. Now Inglis has it. He'll get it out ahead to Ness. Right side to McKenzie. Trying to get around Kulak. Can't, but gets the puck in deep as Bellerive's back for it. Now David Musial in his own zone. Trying to find an open man. Off the wall. Miss Burns. This is going to be icing. We'll take our first break. 3.5 minutes in the opening period. Giants down 1-0 on White Spot. Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650.
In reverse, you could be missing something important.
There's a girl behind you in the driveway on her tricycle.
Don't miss anything with a standard rear-view camera. It's just one of the many standard features in the fully redesigned 2012 CR-V, like Bluetooth and front heated seats. Lease the 2012 CR-V LX two-wheel drive for $328 a month over 48 months. Details at bchonda.com.
Dan Elliott, Bill Williams back with you here at the Pacific Coliseum. Red Deer Rebels lead the Vancouver Giants 1-0. Giants with the puck here in the Rebel zone. Vetterl into the high slot. Broden Nielsen back in the lineup tonight. Played Friday night, now playing his 9th game with the Giants. His shot won't get through. Comes the other way. Rebels get a quick shot on Morrison, and he will cover up for a face-off.
It's almost time
right off
for
the
the
bat,
BMO
we can
Power
say,
Blue giveaway. Get your BMO debit or credit card ready, and
light.
you
so far, I
could
would
be the
say
winner.
that the first 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes, or 4 minutes rather, this game, there hasn't been, I don't think, one player that's made really good contact anywhere. And that's something that drive him nuts. And in fact, he's waving his arm down there now at a couple guys of talking, I'm sure, about getting involved. Play tough, play big.
Giants get it out of the zone. Kane Franson pushing Pochuk up against the boards, and this one will come back into the Rebel zone. Petrovic back to the youngster, Pochuk, who gets up the left side for Elson, and in it goes. After goes Brooks Maxwell. Around in the corner for Burr. Out front, and Elson could get a shot off. Now, Morrison a little bit out of position just as Elson went around back behind the net. Giants along the half wall. Can't control it. Elson taken down. Jackson Houck overskated it. And now Miette trying to control it here in Vancouver's zone. He will. He dumps it right back in deep. Van Nieuwenhausen with it. Over to Tyler Vanscourt. Back to Van Nieuwenhausen. Rebels able to change as they get up the right side to Houck, and into the zone it comes, but onto the stick of the Rebels. Corey Miette to center. He'll dump it in. Racing after it comes Dexter Bricker. He gets a good hit on Manning, and then Hack will keep it in at the left point. Gallagher couldn't chip it by him. Back down low it goes. McCoy in there along with Bricker, the fourth line shift for the Rebels. Bricker throws it in front. McCoy off his skate, and Morrison's going to cover it up. He's seeing too much action in his own end right now. He wants to control things and slow things down.
Yeah, you got to get the right mix out there as well. Yeah, that's a fourth line shift for Red Deer. Really a nice energy shift. If you can play it in the opposing team zone, all the better. You know, Adam Morrison did not play in the game Vancouver played in Red Deer, that 4-2 loss. It was Peyton Lee and Jackson Whistle. Morrison has faced Red Deer 3 times in his career as a Saskatoon Blade. He's won 1 time and lost twice.
Face off here to the right of Morrison. They're going to do the draw over again. Giants have yet to register a shot. We are 5:14 into this opening period. They trail 1-0. Giants win the faceoff. Hard off the boards from Blake Orban, not out. Martinook trying to chip it by the defense. Can't. Miette kept it in along with Hack. Now it will come out. Burns whack in it. Gets the Vetterl at center. Dumps it in deep, and Dumba, first man back behind his own net. Dumba will set up shop. Comes out the left side. Looked up the middle, now goes left side for Hack. He'll get to center ice. Knocked off the puck by Martinook. Jordan Martinook, 4 goals in his last 2 games. Up the right side for Burns. Burns into the man pitching against Manning. His slapper just misses wide. Neil Manning playing his 300th career game in a Vancouver Giants uniform with a grade A scoring chance, but misses the net. Now the Giants digging after behind the Red Deer goal. Be cleared up here by the Rebels, and they'll knock it out and down into the Giants zone. Neil Manning, first man back, hard off the glass. Nielsen gloved it down. Now he'll go for a skate. Broden Nielsen, he's going to dump and chase. Puck goes behind the net. Fafford and Nielsen collide. as they went after that puck. Now Vetterl in the corner up against Inglis. Puck comes back behind the net. Alex Petrovic hit hard there by Scott Cook. Puck kept in the line by Kulak, tipped in front. Two Giants have gone down as they collided there. That was Vetterl and Nielsen. Fafford was the one who bounced into him. Now Scott Cook is knocked down. The fans want to call. They're not going to get it. Tyson Ness out to Petrovic. Right side to Inglis. That's dumped in. Now the Giants showing a little emotion here as Brett Kulak circles behind his own net. No options there. Fires it over to Musial on the left side. David Musial will skate it. Now fires it back to Kulak. Spins around. Doesn't like what he sees. Going to try this again. Musial now with it. Up the middle. Mismaking. Goes right to Fafford. And he'll just move this one ahead to Person and out. Miette now. Right to the center line. Fires it over to Petrovic on the left side. He'll bring it into the Giant zone. Petrovic down low. Tried to center it. Goes off a couple of bodies. Morrison wasn't sure where it was. It was in the corner. Now Musial will lift this one out and actually goes into the Giants bench. And so there'll be a face-off coming back here in the Vancouver zone.
Well, a couple things. You're right. Neil Manning made himself beautifully available on that rush going down that right side. He was a trailing defenseman. Took the puck, shot over top of the net. Loved the hit Cook put on Petrovic. That was a good smack. Dan, there's no shots on goal, and they played basically 7 minutes here for Vancouver. 4-0 for the Rebels. Give them credit for the 1-0 lead. But you know, it's a funk that we've seen happen when a team doesn't get shots on goal. That seems to kind of wear its way through the whole period. Vancouver's got to find a way to turn that around and generate a little bit of offense.
Rebels win the draw. Person's shot goes off the stick of Vanscourt and trickles into the blue paint, where Morrison will cover up for a face-off. We were talking about Charles Inglis, who got the opening goal in his first 10 games with the Rebels. He had just 4 points, a goal and 3 assists. In his last 13 games, including today, he now has 8 goals and 17 points.
Yeah, you remember right after the trade, all he left Prince George was his
with
skates.
A pair of skates.
Yeah, he skated outside in Winnipeg, actually, to get in shape, and I guess obviously he didn't do all that well, but they say he's been a model kid in Red Deer. Cam Moon was telling me he plays hockey with the kids at school, and he doesn't want to miss any of those outings.
Puck here in the neutral zone. Vanscourt left side for Van Nieuwenhausen. Up ahead to Franson. Vetterl now has it. Gets around Dumba. Gallagher in front. Tried to center it. Goes off a stick and off the side of the net. Vetterl couldn't keep it in the zone. Matt Dumba will skate it out. Loves to join the rush. Left side for Elson. Elson. His shot. Stopped by Morrison. Had a little trouble with the rebound, but fortunately Franson was there to clear it away. Now Vanscourt in the corner. Trying to get up the left side. Can't. Kept in by Person. Person in the corner. Drops it behind the net. After it goes Robinson. He's knocked off the puck by Van Nieuwenhausen. Franson up the wall for Gallagher, and he'll be able to skate it out to center. Gets it in deep as the rest of his line mates will change now. He'll go back for a change. Just over 8 minutes into this opening period. Red Deer leading the Giants 1-0. Orban off the wall for Franson. He just gets it out to center. Alex Petrovic will move it ahead to Turner Elson. He'll backhand it into the zone. Morrison stops up behind his net. Left it there for Orban. He had no options and ends up icing this puck, and the faceoff comes right back into the Giant zone.
Dan, the thing that Matt Dumba does for the Red Deer Rebels, and one of the reasons that I think he's so attractive from a draft standpoint, he gives you 3 things. Number 1, he carries the puck out of his end well. Number 2, he hits extremely well. And this is the 3rd thing that he gives you that none of those other top-end defensemen do. When he's in deep, he plays as a forward. He has actually forward skills when he gets in the other team's zone, and he'll stay in there and create all kinds of problems.
17 goals and 43 points says it all right there for a 17-year-old defenseman who was last year's Rookie of the Year in the Western Hockey League. Mason Burr at center. Headmans his puck to Brooks Maxwell. His shot won't get through Neil Manning. Goes into the far corner. Manning pins Maxwell up against the boards and kicks that puck free for Blake Orban. Orban, far side, just missed his man in Martinuk, and that's going to be icing. And that was a good-looking heads-up play by Orban, but just couldn't connect with Martinuk.
Yeah, he put a lot on that pass. Martinuk would have had to been really, really in a good position to take it off his stick and get it deep. Dan, you can almost tell, looking at a little bit of the body language of Vancouver skating out to take these face-offs now. They've been outshot 6-0. They're trailing this game 1-0. Face-off back in the Vancouver Giants zone.
And the Giants will win it. Manning up the left side for Burns. Burns gets one around one man, and Bellerive comes to help out to clear it out. And down here to the Rebels line. Fafford with it. Back to Teal. Tipped into the zone by Miette, and Orban will go after it. Orban hammered against the backboards by McCoy. Throws out in front. Comes to Miette. Miette can't get a shot off. Puts it back into the corner. Working on him is Orban, trying to free it up. Tried to get it to Federal. He ran into the referee who got in the way. And now the Giants with Riley Keys are able to get it to center. And into the Rebel zone. Nathan Burns takes a hard check from a pair of Rebels, and a penalty coming up here. It's going to be a hooking call going against the Rebels. So we're nearing the midway point of this opening period, and the Giants are going to get their first power play of the night. It's Dexter Bricker going to the penalty box. How about that name, by the way?
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's an opportunity now, not only to score, to create a couple shots or get some traffic on Devin Dubik. He's had a pretty easy first 10 minutes of this period.
Because of all their injuries, Bricker's one of their call-up plays AAA
Dexter Bricker, 2 minutes for
does
hooking.
the 16-year-old. Now the Rebels win the draw, and they'll dump it all the way down.
Bricker for hooking at 9:51.
Giants pick it up behind their own net. David Musial. Right side for Gallagher. Gallagher, Franson, Martinuk up front. Manning and Musial on the points as Gallagher just squeezes by Dumba. Takes a shot for his work, but puck goes in the corner. Now Dumba hits Gallagher from behind, knocks him off that puck, and Alex Petrovic will skate it out. Petrovic, hard slapper, goes over top the net. Doesn't come out of the zone, and Elson dumps it right back in. 1:20 left in this power play. Out comes Manning, does center. Rims it around. Dubik gets a piece of it. Goes to Gallagher on the half wall. His shot stopped by Dubik. Rebound stopped as well as Keyser was there. Now Elson in the corner, trying to rim it around. Franson quickly after it. Musial pinching in on the right side. Trying to get this puck back to Gallagher. Below the goal line. Gallagher now has it. Dumba on him. Gallagher hit there a couple times. Still has the puck. Dumped by Dumba. Now it comes to the point. Manning faked the shot as Teal was coming out the block. Manning slows it down. Over to Musial. His wrister won't get through. Dumba's got it, and he'll lift this one out and down. And Morrison will play it with Inglis coming right on him. Now Manning up the right side for Bellerive. 31 seconds left here in the power play. His pass is off the skate of Nathan Burns, and Bellerive back to retrieve it. He'll try it again to center ice. Bellerive with speed down the right wing. Gets around the defenseman Hack, and then Bellerive just lost his footing and couldn't control that puck. Nathan Burns in the corner with them. They'll both lose it, and Chad Robinson's able to clear this out and down with 10 seconds left in the man advantage. 8:15 left here in the first. Giants trailing 1-0 as Vanscourt hammers this one in. Rims it around. Petrovic is right there. Giants slow to get onto that puck, and they'll dump it out, and that will do it for the power play. Giants managing just one shot on that power play. Taylor Macon to center ice. He'll dump it in on Dubik, plays it over for Petrovic. Circles around behind his own net. Now he'll dump it back for Stephen Hack. Up the right side he goes to Person. Person, headman's to Maxwell. He's hit at the line by Kulak, and Jackson Houck will come out and retrieve that puck. Turned it over here, though, right to Mark McCoy. McCoy circles back to the point, drops it off now for Maxwell. To Fafford. His slapper off the backboards. Takes a funky bounce right out into the high slot, and Jackson Houck will get it out and down to center ice. Giants will put it into the Rebel zone. Fafford, though, quickly out. And up to McCoy, who will tip it in. Morrison will play it over to Kulak. Brett Kulak played in every single game this year for the Giants. Game number 61 for him on the season. Puts it into the zone. Scott Cook and Austin Vetterl get it along the boards. Back to the point to Orban. His wrister high over top the net. Bro Nielsen picks up the left hash. To Cook in the corner. Back to Nielsen. Now Vetterl has to go after the puck here in the other corner. Hard hit along the boards as he tries to free up that puck. Nielsen's in there as well now. Nielsen gets it. Feeds it back to Vetterl. Couldn't handle it. And Tyson Ness, will send it out to Mark McKenzie. McKenzie into the zone. His shot. Big pad save by Morrison as he had to be at it quick there. And now Orban, too slow to get it out of the zone, will turn it over. Corey Miette circles behind the Giants net. Back to the point to Petrovic. Back behind the net, it goes to Inglis. Inglis hit there by Cook as they battle for the puck. Inglis comes away with it, moves in. His shot, weak one, stopped. Another shot, big save by Morrison, and Inglis can't believe it as Morrison just got his glove on that one. Now Pochuk at the point. His slapper goes off the backboards, and Orban will try to clear it out. Can't, failed to do it. And Brode Nielsen will get a stick on that and out to center. 6 minutes remaining here in the opening period. Giants trailing 1-0. They've been outshot 9-1 in this opening period. Riley Keyser behind the net. He overskates the puck. Person's on it. Giants got to be careful here. They're running around their own zone. This is when they tend to take penalties. Puck comes out in the crease. Morrison didn't know where it was. Franson puts it back into trouble. Now Robinson down low for Elson. Elson out front to the defenseman. Dumba. His shot stopped by Morrison. And Adam Morrison, another save here to keep his team in it as Red Deer is all over the Giants.
The
Time for a break here. It's 1-0 Rebels on White Spot. Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650.
The warmth of home, the taste of White Spot. Now that's a comforting thought. Hi, this is Executive Chef Chuck Curry, inviting you to try our new Comfort Foods menu at White Spot. Now, for a limited time, you can enjoy dishes like our new spaghetti with house-made meatballs and a Caesar salad for only $14.99. Comfort is on the menu, so come on over. You're welcome anytime. White Spot, home to great taste and comfort since 1928.
You have a debilitating knee injury, or maybe it's a hip or a shoulder.
Congratulations.
If you're forced to wait too long for an MRI, it's not only frustrating, it can lead to irreparable damage. So get the MRI you need now at AIM Medical Imaging. AIM is the most advanced, full-body MRI facility in the country. With a referral from your doctor, you can have an MRI the same day. AIM Medical Imaging. Putting patients first. 1371 West Broadway in Vancouver. For more information, visit AIMMedicalImaging.com.
You're an active blood donor.
In reverse, you could be missing something important.
There's a girl behind you in the driveway on her tricycle.
Don't miss anything with a standard rear-view camera. It's just one of the many standard features in the fully redesigned 2012 CRV, like Bluetooth and front heated seats. Lease the 2012 CRV LX two-wheel drive for $328 a month over 48 months. Details at bchonda.com.
The first period of Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650 is brought to you by your BC Honda dealers. Now back to the TELUS Media Box with Dan Elliott.
5:35 left in the opening period. Red Deer Rebels leading the Vancouver Giants 1-0. The shots are 10-1 in favor of the Rebels. Giants turn it over here in their own zone. Comes to the point to Hack. He'll move in. His slapper off the backboards. Comes up front. Covered up by Morrison. And then maybe a quick whistle. He had it between his legs, came free. Elson jumped on it, but the referee blew that one dead. That was Brett Monchin right behind the net, but more opportunity here for the Rebels.
You know, they are absolutely phenomenal at winning the board battles so far. I think they've won just about every one of them. You know, this Red Deer team had a 2-0 lead last night in Kelowna, ended up losing in a shootout, and then Friday night they beat Kamloops. You could see why. It's a team that works exceptionally hard.
Yeah, they don't give up on anything here. As the Giants get it all the way to their line, can't get it in deep though. Comes back to the Giants blue line. Vanscourt avoids Elson, puts it off the glass. And it'll be put into the zone here by Vetterl. Right side for Burns. Burns down the wing. Back behind the net, had his stick lifted, lost it, moving in his Vanscourt. Now Vetterl from an angle. His shot is stopped. Burns on the rebound, denied as well. Martinuk trying to win a battle on the boards, doesn't. And the Rebels will skate it out to Elson. Elson going 1-on-2 into the Giants zone, trying to get around Vanscourt. His shot just goes wide. And the puck will come all the way out to center ice. Person back to Teal. Headmans this one to Dumba. And Dumba sends it right back to his partner, Cody Teal. Back behind his own net. Comes out the left side, right up the middle. Teal over to Elson. He'll hammer this one up high on Morrison. Gloved it down. He's not taking chances right now. He's going to hold on for a face-off.
Make sure you visit Section A on the concourse. Get your Subway pucks for the second intermission puck toss. You could win $250 from Subway, along with other great prizes.
Big deal. They are just as competitive, or just about as competitive, giving up the first goal as when not. But this is so far a situation. They've been outshot 10-2, 4:20 left, and another face-off in the Vancouver Giants zone. And when that puck goes over the wall, they've got to find a way to have puck support better right now than the Rebels, because the Rebels have played an absolutely excellent first 15 minutes on the road.
Giants win the draw, and they just hammer this one out off the glass and down. And this is going to be no icing waved off as Teal held up. Puts it in the corner for Petrick. He'll rim it off the glass. And this one comes back down the Giants zone. No icing either way. Kulak, first man back for it. Stops up behind his own net. Going to come out the left side. Missed his man up the middle in Keyser and goes right to the Rebels line. Now Petrovic for Bricker into the zone. Can't get it in deep. Bricker at the line again. He'll try again. Hit by Keyser, knocked off the puck, and Musial has it. Up ahead to Gallagher. Gallagher will skate it in. Right side. Gets by Petrovic. Lost the puck. Now he goes back for it. Behind the net. Gallagher dumped down. Falls in the crease. There's a couple of guys on top of him. Kuvaev in there as well. And we're going to have a stoppage in play. 3:34 left in the first. The Giants down 1-0. We'll take a break on White Spot. Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650.
I'm Colin Brown from Canadian Direct Insurance. And as the saying goes, I've got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is that the government insurers' auto insurance rates are going up in 2012. Let's compare that to the good news. At Canadian Direct, our rates are not going up. And in fact, we're all about saving people money on their optional auto insurance. Isn't it about time you found out how much you could save? Call 1-888-CALL-CDI to find out today. I love a story with a happy ending. Member Canadian Western Bank Group.
Dan Elliott, Bill Wellens back with you here at the Pacific Coliseum. 3:34 left in the opening period. Giants trailing the Red Deer Rebels 1-0. Rebels win the draw in their own zone. Can't clear it out the point. Orban keeps it in. His wrister just misses wide. Dubick was screened, didn't really know where it was. Martin, who picks up the loose puck, spins away from Fafford. Shot doesn't get through. Picked up by Vetterl. Try to come out of the net. Poke check by Inglis, who will get this puck off the glass and down, but it's going to be icing going against the Rebels here, so a face-off right back in their own zone.
You know, if they get one chance, that's about all they get at this point. Vancouver, Don Hay keeps changing lines, kind of get some sustained effort, see if they can get more than one chance on any given shift. So far, it's basically been one and out. I've said all year what this division is all about. This Central Division is very, very difficult. Vancouver 3-6-0-1 against that Central Division. You know the kind of year the Giants have had.
Giants win the draw. Bellery back to Van Nieuwenhuizen at the point. To Vanscourt. His slapper off a leg. Stopped by Dubick. He handled that one well. Picked up on the right hatch by Macon. Back to Van Nieuwenhuizen. Slapper won't get through. Off into the corner it goes. Ness up the boards. Not out. Vanscourt keeps it in. His wrister just tipped in front. Stopped by Macon as he was denied there by Dubick. He did a good job to handle that puck. And now Matt Dumba will lift this one down to the Giants line. Vanscourt whiffs at it. Inglis will pick it up down low. Hit by Macon as he went down awkwardly, and now Macon will skate it out. Left side for Kane Franson. He'll flip it in, rather it's Broden Nielsen. Nielsen racing after it against Petrovic. Good hit against Petrovic against the backboards, but Petrovic still with control of the puck. Left side he comes to Corey Miette. He'll skate to center. Headman this one to McKenzie around. Musial backhands it in front, nobody there. Now Keyser in the far corner. Up to Franson, ahead. He goes to Jackson Houck. Houck will dump this one in. Petrovic after it. Circles around his net. Takes a hit from Keyser as he gets it to Person along the wall. Just avoids Jackson Houck, and he'll skate to center ice. Left wing pass for Robinson. Back to Person. He's cut off nicely by Franson on the back check. Franson off the boards now to Keyser at center. Riley Keyser down the left side. Hit by Dumba. Lost the puck. Comes to Musial at the point. His shot off the blocker of Dubick. Now into the corner for Franson. Trying to feed it back to the point. Couldn't. And the Rebels will skate it out. Matt Dumba on the rush, trying to get around Kulak. Won't happen. Throws it on net. Off the pad. Now in front, and a shot there from Robinson is stopped by Morrison. As that quickly came out. Kulak here in the near corner. Better be careful. Quickly over to Musial. Up ahead to Franson. 1:22 left here in the period. To Gallagher. His shot goes off a stick into a corner. Burr hammered along the wall by Martin, because he laid him out flat. Giants trying to keep it in the zone. They can't. Turner Elson at center over the Giants line. His wrister into the chest of Morrison. Can't play it because it's stuck up in his gear. So we'll have a face off the Giants zone 105 left in the period. The Giants
where
trailing 1-0.
Terrific
will be
hit by Martin. That's kind of what you expect from his size defensively. Goes in and pays the price by taking his man. He's going to go down too, but he is a big guy that can hit. By the way, Red Deer so decimated. Mark McKenzie was playing at Prince Albert, went to the Okanagan College, and then went to Red Deer. Not often does a guy go from Canadian College to a Western Hockey League team.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Whoa, a big check there from Inglis, or you tried, I should say. Rather, he went over top of Bellery, who just ducked at the last moment. Puck back behind the Giants net, took a funky bounce off the backboards. Now it's in the far corner. Vanscourt hustles after it. Up the left side, just knocked out before Petrovic fires her right back in. Vanscourt with it. Off the wall, not out. Inglis keeps it in. Vanscourt again will try it off the wall. again, won't clear. Low percentage play there. And now finally, Vetterl will collect it and fire it out. Stephen Hack with it at his own line. Off the stick of McKenzie, right to Van Nieuwenhausen. He gets to center, risks this one in. Dubik will stop it up. Now he'll try to rim it out. Manning on the right side, keeps it in. Under 10 seconds left here in the opening period. Inglis working along the wall against Macon, former teammates in Prince George. Back behind the net for Petrovic, up the left side. And that's going to do it for the opening 20 minutes. The Vancouver Giants trailing the Red Deer
Shots
Rebels
on goal in the first period.
Probably pretty fortunate that's the case at this point in time. 6. Don't go anywhere. The first intermission is coming up next on White Spot.
Home for Vancouver Giants hockey.
650.
You have a debilitating knee.
The show is your connection to the top names in food and wine. With help from Tony and Casey, we'll tour the top destinations in BC, California, and the world. Now you'll be known as the food and wine expert. Tony and Casey's Best of Food and Wine show. Thursday nights at 6 on AM 650. Presented by Everything Wine, BC's wine superstore. The Vancouver Giants live here on AM 650. Now, back to the game.
White Spot, Vancouver Giants hockey, presented by Save On Foods, Bank of Montreal, and TELUS. For all the latest news, highlights, and ticket information, go online to VancouverGiants.com. Just one other game on this Sunday evening in the Western Hockey League, and it's the team chasing the Giants for 4th in the Western Conference. Spokane Chiefs lead the Seattle Thunderbirds 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. Vancouver Giants, by the way, their next home game will be Friday, February 24th. Next game as well. It's the front end of a home-and-home series with the Kamloops Blazers. They'll play the following night at the Interior Savings Center in Kamloops. Meg Energy is now hiring. If you're looking for a fun work environment, great pay and benefits, and a growing company, Meg is the place to be. Now hiring for positions in engineering, construction, trades, and operations. Visit www.megenergy.com to join our team today. The Giants trail the Rebels 1-0 after 20 minutes. The second period is next on White Spot. Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650.
I'm a big bank.
And I'm GNF Financial Group.
You just go ahead being GNF Financial Group. I'll be a big bank doing all my big bank things like financial planning.
Now,
one
here
potato,
they are.
2 potatoes.
GNF Financial Group does financial planning too.
Pardon?
Yep, financial planning right here. GNF Financial Group.
4 potatoes.
Actually, you're up to 5.
Oh, thank you. I mean, quit looking.
Just trying to help.
Financial planning, another service you might not have expected from GNF Financial Group. Visit gffg.com or drop by a branch today. GNF Financial Group, where members belong.
This is the sound of Jason and Tara on their way to a Nando's restaurant.
What?
Get a good look?
At what? I wasn't looking at her.
Then what were you looking at?
Looking at her necklace.
Oh, please, I am done.
Ugh. And this is the sound of Jason and Tara sharing a meal for 2 at Nando's.
Sweetie, you are too good to me.
I can't be too good to you. You're beautiful. Nice necklace.
Oh, you like that, huh?
Oh, I do. Stop it. There's people right there.
Get to Nando's and make peace. Because at Nando's, every bite unites.
The second period of Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650 is brought to you by Canadian Direct Insurance. You could save up to 20% on your home and auto insurance. Now, from the TELUS Media Box, here is Dan Elliott.
Welcome back to the Pacific Coliseum. Second period underway between the Giants and Rebels. Giants down 1-0. Neil Manning in zone. Up the left side.
On the game
comes to the point.
Enjoy this.
To Petrovic, right in the middle. His slapper high over top the net. Rebound loose in the crease, and Morrison able to cover that up as it took a ricochet off the back glass and rolled right out in front. And looking for a rebound there was Tyson Ness, but he couldn't find it.
You know, that's where Alex Petrovic does his best work. Once the Red Deer Rebels set up in the offensive zone, he is absolutely a horse back in that blue line. His vision, his creativity, his shot, the things that he does with that puck, terrific. That was really a good play and a good opening shift here. That's better for Vancouver. Get out of there in a hurry.
When the draw, and here they come out of the zone. Nielsen in deep for Gallagher. Gallagher gets that puck, but then Petrovic comes in and takes it off his stick. Now Petrovic up the right wing for McKenzie. Cuts to the middle. Can't get around Kulak. Quickly back up the wall for Vetterl. Vetterl gains the Rebels line. His weak shot will go in on to Dubik, and he'll just hold on for a face-off.
Dan, you know that Dubik was a Brandon Wheatkin draft pick. I think he went in the 11th round in 06. How about Ty Rimmer? He was a Brandon draft pick in the 14th round in 07. Two guys playing pretty well in the Western Hockey League. Rimmer with Tri-City and Dubik here with Red Deer. And Brandon, for my opinion, probably struggling a little bit with their goaltending right now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Martin, who got the draw, got a quick shot on Dubnik. He had to get his pad down on that one. John Pearson at center. Left side for Miette. He's hit hard along the boards by Martinuk, and now the Giants will skate it out. Martinuk, 2-on-2 with Burns over the line. Dumps it in deep. Burns after it against Teal behind the goal line. Now Vetterl picks up a loose puck. Hit there by Robinson. Puck comes free to Martinuk. Chipped it down low for Burns. Burns out. Tried to come out front. Lost the puck as Teal knocked him off that. But Teal lost his stick, so Martinuk able to collect the puck in the corner. Martinuk all the way back to the blue line. Shot tipped there in front by Vetterl. Dubik got a pat on it. Now Vetterl along the half wall. Left side. Pinned up against the boards. Burns gets it free to Martinuk down low. Martinuk trying to feed it back for Vetterl. He wasn't even looking for it. Goes off his skate note, and Miette was just going to dump this one in to the Giants zone as we are 1.5 minutes into this second period of play, and the Giants down 1-0. Van Nieuwenhausen clears it up the right wall. Bellery just got a piece of it, so icing is waved off. Petrovic behind his net for Fafford. Comes up the left side. Turner Elson's going to skate this one to center ice. Off the skate of Orban into the corner it goes. Maxwell leaves it for Elson in the corner. Now trying to get it back to Maxwell. Knocked off the puck. Bellery did for a moment. Can't clear it out. Manning with it. Comes back up the right side. Dumps this one deep into the Red Deer zone. Petrovic, first man back for it. Splits two Giants forecheckers. Now fires up the left side for Elson. Elson with Maxwell going to the net. His shot steered aside by Morrison. Bellery in the corner with Manning. Puck pinned up against the boards. Bellery's got it there. Doesn't want to let it go. Trying to free it up are the Rebels. They will. Elson works after it. Now Bellery right back at it. Content to pin it in there. Can't do it. Now Neil Manning is able to skate it out. Left side for Franson. Kane Franson to center. He's got a man all over him. Now it's going to be offside at the line as Franson couldn't get that deep, and so be a face-off just outside the Rebel zone.
Yeah, the reason he couldn't get it deep is he slowed up. It's imperative that as you gain that neutral ice zone, that your feet are moving, that you're skating hard, you're backing the defenseman up. And there was a case where Franson just had absolutely no speed on it. It was actually going sideways. The defenseman were able to handle the blue line beautifully and force the offside.
Rebels win the draw. Come to center. Right side, Mark McCoy. Trying to get around Kulak, got a stick in there, nearly a hook, no call though, and Jackson Houk has it behind his own net. Hard off the glass, up the left wing for Kuvaev, hit by Person, lost the puck, and then Bricker is dumped by Jackson Houk. A couple of big hits today. Shot from the half wall from Person is stopped by Morrison. Puck goes behind the net. Bricker knocked off again by Houk, but it goes to Person. Person backhander off the side of the net. Person gets it right back, hit by Houk. McCoy digging away, trying to get that free, comes loose, and Kuvaev is able to skate it out of the zone. Kuvaev trying to flip it right up the middle for Macon. Couldn't play it. Now Dubik does, up ahead to Dumba. Dumba flips this one down. Bricker will skate onto it. McKenzie going to the net. McCoy in the high slot, couldn't find either, but Bricker now hits his man over to McCoy, and he couldn't tap that one home as the youngsters of Bricker, McKenzie, and McCoy were looking for a goal. Now Vetterl back the other way. Out there with Gallagher into the corner. Leaves it for Gallagher. Man open the slot was Nielsen. I don't think Gallagher saw him as he gets it back to the point. Lots of room for Van Nieuwenhausen. His slapper off Vetterl. Loose in the crease, and Inglis will collect it. Comes out the right side. Stops up, just fires it off the boards and out to center ice. Van Nieuwenhausen quickly right back in the zone. Just over 4 minutes in the second period. Giants trailing Red Deer 1-0. Now it's Tyson Ness. Missed his man. This is going to be icing going against the Rebels.
At every home
coming
game,
back
our
into their
special guests
own
enjoy
zone
a
here
great
as
view
we are
of Honda
4:13 into this second
from
period.
the BC Honda Dealers Hospitality Suite. The BC Honda Dealers have been Giant supporters since day one. Now,
there's
in
a lot
their
of
11th year
battles
as
along boards.
major
It's tough
sponsors.
getting pucks to the net. Red Deer is certainly not a high-scoring team. They've been, decimated with some of the injuries, as you've said, to their key guys. They haven't scored a lot on this trip, but they got a 1-0 lead here.
Giant
They look comfortable in it.
They certainly do. It's Matt Dumba will try to skate out of his zone. Goes far side for Turner Elson. Elson over the Giants line. His shot stopped by Morrison. Big rebound. Stops that one as well. As the man coming in for that was Robinson. Now Martinuk Just misses Scott Cook as he's going into the Rebel zone. Puck comes free at center. Burr goes far side for Turner Elson. Avoids a check of Scott Cook and will dump it in. Morrison will stop it up behind his own net. Feeds it over to West Van Nieuwenhausen. Left side to Nathan Burns. Burns gains center and dumps this one in. Martinuk right after it in the corner. Teal gets it first, fires it over to Dumba. Dumba off the left wing. Nice pass to Burr. Burr to center. Can't get it deep. Back. Giants have it back. Keyser now over the line on the right side. Keyser stops up. Lost the puck as Teal got a stick in there. Gets it behind the net for Macon. Macon hit along the backboards by Inglis. Inglis peels away from Macon and now feeds it up the left side. Ness went far, rink wide for Burr. Missed him. Comes back to the Giant zone. Manning now with it. Up ahead it goes to Keyser. He'll tip it in. Macon will chase after it against Dumba. Dumba hit there by Macon. Manning pinched in, but Pearson able to get this one out and down to the Giants line. Blake Orban back for it. Up the middle, off the stick of Macon. It goes in the zone. Dumba right back out. And again, icing going against the Rebels here with 5:45 into this second period. Giants down 1-0.
Giants fans tonight in Section W, Jack the Giant and the dance team from t-shirtprinting.ca would like to wish Lucas a very special 6th birthday by presenting him with this Marble Slab ice cream cake. Happy birthday, Lucas, from
I'd probably
Marble
go Reinhardt
Slab.
is my number 2. I haven't seen enough Riley, but all the things I've heard about him is that he could be the top one in the group.
Yeah,
so,
incredible.
I mean, I don't think you can go wrong. I just think Dumba's style, it'll be harder to play at the NHL level because of his size. A lot of wear and tear for a guy like that. But, you know, I like Reinhardt's size. I mean, the fact that he can do a lot of things. The Giants dump it in. It's going to be icing. We'll get a chance to take our first break here in the second. Giants down 1-0 White Spot. Vancouver Giants hockey on
happy birthday.
I'm Colin Brown from Canadian Direct Insurance. And as the saying goes, I've got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is that the government insures auto insurance rates are going up in 2012. Let's compare that to the good news. At Canadian Direct, our rates are not going up. And in fact, we're all about saving people money on their optional auto insurance. Isn't it about time you found out how much you could save? Call 1-888-CALL-CDI to find out today. I love a story with a happy ending. Member Canadian Western Bank Group.
Dan Elliott, Bill Wills back with you here at the Pacific Coliseum. 13:51 left in the second period. Giants down 1-0. You talk about injuries for Red Deer. Patrick Bartasak, goaltender, out with a shoulder injury, gone for the whole year. Aaron Barreco, he's got a concussion, could be done for the year. Kale Detzel, he's got rib injury. Colton Mayer's got a thumb injury. Hamilton just ended up having a fractured vertebrae in his back as a penalty coming up here against the Rebels. Adam Cambites, their captain's got an ankle injury, and Justin Weller, another 20-year-old, done for the season with a wrist injury. So it's really been trying to mix and match all the right parts right here for Jesse Wallen.
You know, Dan, when you look at the defense and you look at Petrovic, you look at Dumba, you look at Teal, Hack, good-looking group. You had, as you said, to me, the most impressive guy missing there is a defenseman, Justin Weller. He was a plus 17. Like, that was miles better than anybody. A great 20-year-old on defense.
Red Deer penalty to number 7, Alex
Petrovic in the box for roughing. Giants on the power play. Second opportunity of the night. They win the draw. Manning into the high slot. Musil at the point. Franson top the right circle. Down low to Martinuk. His shot won't get through. Comes to Musil at the point. Sends it down low for Gallagher. He's on the left side. To Musil. His one-timer. Stop. Loose in front. Giants can't find that puck. Comes back to Musil at the point. Feeds it over to Franson. He's on the right side. Has some room. His slapper. Stop. Rebound. Gallagher's one-timer went off the leg of Hack, but not out. Musil rims it right back in. Takes a funky bounce off the boards. Goes right to Hack. And he's able to clear this one out and down. 1:20 left in the power play. Good job there setting things up. David Musil will kick things off. Right side for Gallagher. Hits center. Now over the Rebels line. Dumps it into the corner. Nathan Burns out there. He'll collect the puck. Back to the point to Musil. Quickly over to Manning on the left side. Moves in. Gives it to Gallagher. Right back to Manning. They're going to give and go here for a bit. Now Gallagher back to the point to Musil. His wrister gets through. It's loose. Dubik, no, covered it up. As Riley Keyser right in the slot. Now Dumba's got his hand right on the back of his head, trying to keep him down with 52 seconds left in this power play.
12 shots on goal for Vancouver, and to this point, to tell you how good the Red Deer Rebels have been playing in their own zone, Dan, honestly, Devin Dubik hasn't had a made one, even anything that amounts to an extraordinary save. He just faced everything square on. Every puck has hit him.
Giants get control of this puck. Back to Vanscourt at the point. His wrister gets through off the stick of Dubik and into the back netting. So we're going to have another face-off here in the Rebel zone just to the right of their goaltender.
And how about Devin Dubik getting to finish his career as a starter? Good as that. 2 weeks ago, back-to-back shutouts, 4-0 against Prince Albert. And how about a 2-0 shutout in Kootenay?
Giants win the draw again. Vanscourt missed his mantle on the half wall. That was Bellerive, and they'll be able to be cleared out and down by Fafford as Morrison will stop it up behind the net and leave it for Vanscourt. 30 seconds left in the power play. Left side for Kulak. He'll rim this one in hard. Right side, Bellerive gets a stick on it. Back behind the net. Martinuk couldn't get to it. Now Ness and Dumba race after it. Comes to the point instead to Kulak. Looks for a shooting lane. Fakes it. Now he takes it. Blocked. Comes loose in front. Martinuk to Bellerive. Pass behind him. Bellerive had to move his stick back for that. Now Kulak at the point. His slapper misses the target. Franson, right side, comes off the half wall. Knocked off that puck, and Dumba will skate it out to center. Now Dumba decides just to dump it in. Penalty is over. Giants 0 for 2 on the night on the power play. Brett Kulak in his own zone. Hit by Person, nearly turned it over. Instead, Austin Vetterl the other way, over the Rebels line. Got it right to Franson. His shot goes off a pad of Dubik. Now back to the point. Kulak couldn't keep it in the line. Vanscourt whacks at it, and this one is going to go out of play. Did it go off something out of play? Otherwise, it could be a penalty against the Giants. It looks like it went off something. So 11-18 left here in the second period. The Giants still down 1-0.
Yeah, 8-5 this period. Shots for Vancouver, totaling 17-14. It's still in favor of the Rebels. They had that really solid opening period where they outshot Vancouver 12-6. The only goal of the game so far, Charles Inglis, is 16 seconds in. And to this point, it's certainly propelled this Red Deer Rebel team to really play a very, very structured game. I still haven't counted one rush through the neutral ice area for Vancouver. That's been what you'd call an opportunity to enter the zone with an odd-numbered rush. There just hasn't happened. Look at the back checking. It's all over the place.
Here comes the Giants, though, up to center. Nielsen dumps it in, knocked off the puck by Pochuk. Petrovic hit behind his own net by Macon. In his Nielsen as well. Gets it around to Pochuk up the right side. Couldn't get it by the man as Vetterl. Good hit along the wall against Maxwell. Came to the slot. Nielsen's shot, whiffed on it. Now Vetterl gets a weak one on Dubik, and he'll hold on for a face-off as we near the midway point of this second period of play on the Giants, down 1-0.
Yeah, even there you saw Vetterl just try to get it on the net. He didn't even think anything of at all of trying to get any kind of a shot. It would just take a swipe at it, get it on the net. And the reason for that, very, very simply, Dan, is there's just no time. You don't have a lot of time. The Red Deer Rebels are not giving Vancouver any time to unload any kind of a good scoring opportunity. They're there. They're closing the gap. They're being physical. They're winning races. And they're leading 1-0. Vancouver with a face-off in Red Deer zone.
Tied up, goes into the corner. Stephen Hack after it, behind his own net for Petrovic. Petrovic, left wing pass. Goes to Ness. Ness dumps his puck in. Runs into Musil at the line. As McKenzie goes after it against Kulak in the corner. Kulak trying to spin away from McKenzie. Macon now trying to help out as they dig away for that puck. Kulak kicks at it. Comes free. Gets it up the right side here for Gallagher. Brendan Gallagher skates to center ice. Nice feed over to Burns. Burns trying to get it back to Musil. His backhander just went wide as David Musil jumped up on the rush. Good timing from him. Puck back in the near corner here in the Rebel zone. Gallagher after it there along with Burns. Gallagher out of the corner. Goes hard to the net. Lost the puck from Hack. Now McKenzie on him as well as the puck's back behind the net. Then McKenzie gave a shot to the head of Gallagher and knocked him down. Puck comes back to the point of Musil. Musil back to Macon. Top the right circle. Couldn't handle that pass. Just puts it in behind the net for Gallagher. Gallagher wrap around attempt. Stopped there by Dubik. As the puck comes back to the point. Kulak shot tipped in front. Hack's got it. He'll headman this one out to Ness. And the Rebels get this one out of trouble. Brett Kulak back for it. Just lifts this one deep down to the Rebels line. And Dumba has it. Dumba up the right side for Miette. He'll carry the Giants line. Miette, top the right circle, cuts to the middle. His shot misses short side. Scott Cook picks it up on the other side. Missed Alex Kuvayev with the pass, and Fafford will dump it right back in. Morrison stops it up behind the net. Plays into the corner here for Kulak. Up ahead to Kuvayev, who tips it off the Giants bench. 9:13 left in the second. The Giants down 1-0. We'll take a break on White Spot. Vancouver Giants hockey.
Winter for winter driving.
The warmth of home, the taste of White Spot. Now that's a comforting thought. Hi, this is Executive Chef Chuck Curry, inviting you to try our new Comfort Foods menu at White Spot. Now, for a limited time, you can enjoy dishes like our new spaghetti with house-made meatballs and a Caesar salad for only $14.99. Comfort is on the menu, so come on over. You're welcome anytime. White Spot, home to great taste and comfort since 1928.
And walk away with fabulous.
When an injury causes you serious pain and discomfort, a slow crawl up the wait list for an MRI can be extremely frustrating. If you need an MRI now, you need to call AIM Medical Imaging. Whether it's your knee, your hip, your shoulder, or even if you're looking for a full-body MRI with a referral from your doctor, you can have it done the same day. If you simply can't wait for your MRI, visit AIM Medical Imaging and experience the future of diagnostic imaging. 1371 West Broadway, Vancouver, online at aimmedicalimaging.com.
In reverse, you could be missing something important.
Congratulations,
There's a
Sean.
girl
You walk
behind
away
you
with
in the
fabulous
driveway on her
prizing
tricycle.
courtesy of Cal
Don't miss
Tire.
anything with a standard rear-view camera. It's just one of the many standard
Now, please
features
join
in the
us in
fully
welcoming
redesigned
our
2012
special
CRV,
group visitors.
like Bluetooth and front heated seats. Lease the 2012 CRV LX two-wheel drive for $328 a month over 48 months. Details at bchonda.com.
The second period of Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650 is brought to you by Canadian Direct Insurance. Say yes to savings on your home and auto insurance. Now, back to the TELUS Media Box with Dan Elliott.
9:13 left in the second period of play. Vancouver Giants trailing the Red Deer Rebels 1-0. Face-off right at center ice, and Riley Keyser dumps this deep into the Rebel zone. Hack behind his net, missed Dumba up the right wall for Person. Manning pinching in, keeps it in the zone. Down low for Cook. Cook battling with Dumba. Kuvayev in there. So is Robinson. Kuvayev trying to move it back into the other corner. Comes away with it. Kuvayev feeds it to the point to Orban. Orban's wrister. That will get through. Dubik got a stop there. Now Kuvayev trying to center. Picked off by Robinson. And he'll headband this puck to Person. John Pearson gets over the Giants line. His shot right into the stomach of Neil Manning. Knocked it down, and now Manning trying to move it up ahead to Bellerive. Just missed him. Icing though waved off as Teal had an opportunity at it. Cody Teal behind his own net. Splits a pair of Giants forecheckers. That was Bellerive and Franson. Now left side for Ness. Ness threw it in front. It's McKenzie was going hard to the net. Couldn't get there. Puck goes along the half wall. Inglis battling with it. Poke free from him. Comes to the point to Fafford. Fafford got it to Inglis. He's now fighting for that puck with Vetterl. Inglis gets the puck off the half wall, moving in the high slot, dropped it, picked up by Franson. Here comes Franson, trying to get by the defenseman there, and Teal couldn't as he was weaving back and forth, and then Inglis comes in for a shot. Bellerive out from behind the net. In front, Vetterl stopped by Dubik. Now Franson's shot stopped. Vetterl behind the net, trying to feed it out in front. Hit there by Teal. Still has the puck up against the boards. Bellerive and Franson lurking now. Bellerive wants a change. Franson has it. Gets it back to the point to Van Nieuwenhausen. His slapper misses. Vanscourt on the other side will keep it in. Only for a moment as he gave a weak pass to Franson. Is knocked down by Ness and out of the zone. 7:30 left here in the second period. Giants still trailing 1-0. Martinuk with a man in front. His shot misses high and wide. Comes out of the zone, and Vanscourt races after it back to his own line along with Van Nieuwenhausen. Van Nieuwenhausen hit by Burr. Can't control that puck. Martinuk comes in to take it away as a pair of Rebels run into each other. Now a feed up the middle from Hoke. Misses his man, but right on to Dubik. He'll play it back behind the net. Petrovic had some trouble with it, but then taken away by Brooks Maxwell. Maxwell, right side, his feed. Knocked down by Musial. Went right, though, to the man Bird there, and he put it in deep. Now Vanscourt trying to rim it out as he took a shot to the chops there. Gets to the point to Petrovic. His wrister goes off the backboards. Back into the corner here in the nearest corner. Down low for Elson. He misses it. Goes into the far corner. Now Musial trying to get up the right side for Houck. He will. He's got some time, some space as he looked to get to center. Gets it by Petrovic. Lost his stick, though, as he snuck it by Petrovic, and he had to go for a change. Now Petrovic back behind his own net with it. Comes up the right side for Pochuk. Headmans to Person. Person to center. Left wing pass. It goes to Robinson. Now to Elson. Spins away from Musial. Dumps into the corner. Robinson couldn't handle that. Comes up to Gallagher. He'll chip it by the defenseman. Now Gallagher with Dumba squeezing him out of the play. It's Dumba takes him out. Could have been interference there as Dumba held him in there. Now Macon back behind the net for Burns. He's hit by Dumba. Puck free to Macon. Back to the point to Musial. Musial, his shot will try to get it off a leg there of Gallagher, and it went into the corner. Gallagher now for a change. Has a good hit in the corner from Macon on Hack, and Dumba up the left side. Goes off the stick there of the forward person into the Giants zone. 5:48 left here in the second period. Giants down 1-0. Scott Cook into the Rebel zone. Turns it over. He's going to get it back. Now in the slot for Kuvaev. Couldn't get a shot off. Cook overskated. Now shot, scores. How about that? Riley Keyser finds a loose puck in the slot and puts it in the back of the net to even things up at 1.
I don't know how many guys overskated that puck. I think it started with Kuvaev. This is in the slot area. A couple guys get a chance to. They can't get clear possession of it. Kuvaev has one chance. Finally, I think it was Cook with the second chance. He couldn't find the handle on it. And honestly, the third guy to arrive on the scene, Riley Keyser, and he makes no mistake about it. 1, 2, there's the third chance, and Keyser makes sure that that puck gets in behind the goaltender. You know, this is a game with a lot of guys, Dan, with their tanks.
Giants goal, his fourth of the season, scored by number 15, Riley Keyser. With the assist to number 21, Alex Kuvaev. Time of the goal, 14:25.
So Kuvaev alone assists on Keyser's fourth of the season. He had gone 14 games without a goal, so he's quite happy. A sigh of relief from him to break that streak. Now Giants from their own zone. Blake Orban, right side pass off the skate of Vetterol, but it gets into the Rebel zone. Petrovic now flipped it over to Ness, went off his stick and in, so icing negated. Neil Manning spins away from a man in his own zone, trying to feed up the middle for Bellry, went off his skate back to Manning, now up to Franson and down into the Rebels territory. Under 5 minutes left to play here in the second period. Giants have really controlled the play here in the second frame and tied this game up at 1. Penalty, though, coming up here against the Giants was Scott Cook, I believe, who took a run at Pochuk. Now Inglis into the zone. Around the defenseman. Shot stopped by Morrison. Huge save there as the Giants get the puck.
The LMS
Charles Inglis coming back and a hit to the head.
The LMS
going
Vancouver
against the Giants.
Hard hat player of the game.
And who it is, Scott Cook, who is going to go to the penalty box
number
with
4:30
4:30 left here in the second period.
Well, right after that delayed penalty,
reinforcing
Charles
Western Canadian
right side.
humidity.
He cut to that net hard, but Morrison was the perfect position on that kind of a save with a guy coming right at you. Well, it's certainly a different Red Deer power play look right now from last year. Last year it was, you know, Petrovic get the puck to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, get the puck to Byron Fraze, get the puck on the net, face off at center. A whole lot.
Giants penalty to number 10, Scott Cook.
20th ranked power play in the league, operating at 17%. Dumba into the slot for Elsit in front, and Person couldn't get a good stick on that. Comes to the half wall. Inglis has it on the right side. Gets it back to the point to Petrovic. Over to Dumba. He's top of the left circle. Back to Petrovic at the point. Feeds it down to Dumba. Dumba in front off a stick. Musial cleared away. Now Dumba off the half wall. His shot won't get through. Giants can't clear. Comes to the point. Petrovic slapper. Stopped by Morrison. Goes into the corner. Turner Elson's there. Rims it around here to the right hash for Inglis. Inglis try to feed it back to the point. Picked off by Vetterol. And he'll put this one out and down. 1:18 left in the power play.
Yeah, what they try to do now, what the Rebels try to do a whole lot more this year is number 24, get him to get the shot on the net. And if he doesn't, he'll stay in deep and act like a forward. That's Dumba we're talking about.
Turner Elson gets the puck into the zone here. Vanscourt couldn't clear it. Inglis along the half wall here on the right side. Make you move, stops up. Trying to settle things down. Gets it to the point to Petrovic. Quickly back to Inglis. Inglis harassed by Gallagher. Gallagher all over him. Got some help from Manning. Comes to the slot for Elson. Over to Dumba. One-timer stopped by Morrison. Dumba now with it. Back at the point. Knocked off the puck by Vanscourt. Comes free and Person has it. Person trying to feed it back to Dumba. Keyser on him. Loose puck grabbed though by Elson. Elson drops it for Petrovic. Over to Dumba again. Dumba looking for an open man. Finds Petrovic. Inglis is banging his stick. He wants it. His shot, no, he goes far side. Tough pass to handle for Dumba as the puck comes back behind the net for Person. 22 seconds left here in the power play. Person from behind the net into the half wall for Inglis. Inglis slowing things down again. Back to Petrovic at the point. His wrister won't get through. Giants trying to clear it. Yes, they will. Riley Keyser dumps it out and down. The fans show them their appreciation with 4 seconds left here in the penalty. to Scott Cook. Cook now out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5. 2:28 left in the second. 1-1 the score between the Giants and Rebels. Knocked down. That puck was at the Giants line. Now it comes back to the Rebels line. Petrovic turned it over. Brought in by Burns. Burns shot. Stopped by Dubik. He dives to cover this one up
some
with
of the best seats in the house and get exclusive access
a 1-1 game in the second period.
During the Giants pregame and postgame interviews,
well, that one-timer, they
look
got
to
it
the
to
rec
him,
room
and that was
presented by Canadian Direct Insurance and furnished
by
by Harvey's Furniture and Appliances. Enter for your chance to enjoy the game from the rec room at CanadianDirect.com or at VancouverGiants.com.
Face off all the way down Red Deer zone.
Rebels win the draw.
Please, the second assist has now been added on the Vancouver goal to number 10, Scott
Vance
Cook.
Court to Martinuk. His shot stopped by Dubik as he had an assist on the Giants goal.
On the Vancouver goal, it was scored by
Van
number 15,
Nieuwenhausen, as it came out of the zone, puts it right back in.
With assist credited to
behind
number
his own
21,
net.
Alex
Devin
Kruvian, and
Fafford
now to number
comes
10,
out the left side.
Scott Cook.
Feeds over to his partner Teal. Had a little trouble with it, but will get out of the zone. That's as far as he goes as Kuvaev wrists it right back in. Dubik plays it in the corner for Teal. Tries to hammer it up the wall. Van Nieuwenhausen can't keep it in. McKenzie after it. Couldn't get by Vance Court. Puck is loose right in front of the Rebels bench. Robinson gets it here to Ness. Ness down the right wing. Shoots and scores. Wow. What a shot from Tyson Ness as he ripped that top shelf over the glove of Morrison and regains the Rebels lead 2-1 with 1:32 left here in the second period.
Yeah, that's big league. Big kind of a skill goal. You go down that right side, your left-hand shot, and you can beat Morrison to the glove side. You've had something on it. Tyson Ness, is an 18-year-old. He's not the biggest guy from Grand Prairie. What a year he's had. He went from seven goals last year. He's now got 15 this year. Anytime you can double your output, it's great. And if you can get that kind of a goal this late in the period that you've kind of been outshot in, and let's be honest.
Red Deer goal, his 15th of the season, scored by number 22, Tyson Ness. The assist to number 17, Chad Robinson. Time of the goal, 18:28.
So Ness is 15th of the year for Robinson, puts the Rebels back in front 2-1 the score. 1:12 left here in the second period. Alex Petrovic with the puck in his own zone, drops it for Dumba. Right back to Petrovic. He'll gain the Giants line on the left wing. To Elson in the slot. His shot gloved down by Morrison. And he'll hold on for a face-off with exactly
Giants
1 minute
visit the Honda
left here in the
zone
second
Section
period.
B,
the one thing
where
that
players will be signing autographs during our second
it's got a lot to do with the
intermission.
number of games that both these teams have played, but Dan,
don't forget that our last alumni night presented by TELUS is coming up March 7th. We'll honor current Winnipeg Jet Evander Kane, and 500 lucky fans will win a commemorative Evander Kane bobblehead. Last minute of play in the second period.
Now doesn't seem like a whole lot of pushback right now with Ness giving Red Deer a 2-1 lead.
Back in they come to the Giants zone. Right side person cuts to the middle. His shot won't get through. Vetterl spins back for it. Try to feed it up to Burns, went off a skate and all the way down to the Rebel zone. Burns now in the corner with Macon. They have control. Macon try to flip it to Burns, went off his skate. Battling for it was Vetterl, is knocked down by Petrovic as it comes to the other corner for Hack. Left side is Turner Elson. He'll gain the center line over the Giants line. Squeezes by the defenseman Vance Court. Moves in a person. Got one shot, two shot. Stopped by Morrison. The third shot just went wide as nobody picked up person in front. Let him have that many opportunities. Comes to the point. And nice job by Martinuk to just get a stick in there on the shot from Dumba to knock that one out of play.
Yeah, Person is a guy that is an interesting hockey player from the standpoint. He wasn't even listed in Central Scouting last year at the end of the list, Dan. He went back home to Sweden. He got drafted in the 5th round by the Islanders. Jesse Wallen had to call him and tell him he was drafted. He didn't know about it, but he's a big guy. He loves the paint area. He does his best work in those last scrums that we just saw there, and Morrison kept it out.
Under 10 seconds left here in the second. Giants win the draw. Up the left wing with Franson. Couldn't take that pass. Comes back to the Rebels line. Petrovic went up the middle for Maxwell, missed some, and that will do it for the second
Shots
period.
on goal in the second
One
period
goal
by
from each
Red
team
Deer
has
12,
the Rebels leading
2-1
after 40 minutes.
Shots
the
on
second
goal
intermission
through
is
two periods
up
of
next
play by
on
Red
White
Deer
Spot.
24
Vancouver Giants hockey on AM
Vancouver
650.
23.
This is the sound of a husband, a wife, and her mother-in-law on their way to a Nando's restaurant.
Royals in 2 with the Kelowna Rocks in terms of their division rivals. But right now they got their hands full with the Red Deer Rebels. Are down 2-1 after 2. The third period is next on White Spot. Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650.
This is the sound of Jason and Tara on their way to a Nando's restaurant.
What?
Get a good look?
At what? I wasn't looking at her.
Then what were you looking at?
Looking at her necklace.
Oh, please, I am done.
Ugh.
And this is the sound of Jason and Tara sharing a meal for two at Nando's.
Sweetie, you were too good to me.
I can't be too good to you. You're beautiful. Nice necklace.
Oh, you like
And
that?
now, here they are,
People right there. Get to
your
Nando's and make peace.
Vancouver
Because at Nando's,
Giants.
every bite unites.
I'm a big bank.
And I'm GNF Financial Group.
You just go ahead being GNF Financial Group. I'll be a big bank doing all my big bank things like financial planning. Let's see. 1 potato, 2 potatoes.
GNF Financial Group does financial planning too.
3 potato. Pardon?
Yep, financial planning. Right here. GNF Financial Group.
4 potato.
Actually, you're up to 5.
Oh, thank you. I mean, quit looking.
Just trying to help.
Financial planning, another service you might not have expected from GNF Financial Group. Visit gffg.com or drop by a branch today. GNF Financial Group, where members belong.
The third period of Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650 is brought to you by TELUS. Connect your whole home with TELUS Optic TV and Internet. Call 310-MY-TV for details. Now, from the TELUS Media Box, here is Dan Elliott.
Welcome back to the Pacific Coliseum as we get set for the third period of action between your Vancouver Giants and the Red Deer Rebels. The Rebels leading 2-1. After 40 minutes, we get set for puck drop, but not before Jesse Wallen has a few words here, more than just a few words with the referee. Not sure what they would be talking about. That's Brett Monchin he's been talking to for a good minute there. Those two were having words, but we are underway, and the Rebels win the draw. Dump it deep into the Giants' zone. Neil Manning back to retrieve it. Up the middle he goes to Macon. Macon, put that pass by Vetterl, goes to Broden Nielsen. He'll dump it in deep.
Serious injury.
Hack
Please
is
stay
hit
alert.
hard, bend
Keep
the
your eyes on
backboard,
the game
Macon in the
and
corner, trying to feed
enjoy
it back to
the
Vetterl, but
third
picked off by
period.
Charles Inglis. Inglis gets around Nielsen. Right side feed for McKenzie. McKenzie down the wing. Around Manning, no, can't. Poke check there, thrown in front, and it goes right through the crease. Comes out the other side. Tyson Ness drops it behind the net. Manning will get there first. Sends it up the left wing for Broden Nielsen. He's got no option, so he gets to center and dumps this one in. On comes Gallagher with Keyser. Dumba up the right side for McKenzie. Feeds to the middle now for Robinson. His pass knocked down by Keyser. Brings it right back into the zone. Keyser trying to feed it down low for Gallagher. Missed him. It goes to Teal. Now Keyser after it. Knocked off the puck by Dumba, and Robinson will pick it up. Far side pass for McKenzie. Hops off his stick. Kulak right back in. Giants tag up. Dumba with it. He'll go up the left side for Person. Person trying to chip it by Musial and pick it up on the other side. Won't happen as David Musial takes control. Circles around his own net. Up to Keyser. Missed him. Robinson keeps it in the zone. Goes off a stick. And out of play, 1:17 into this third, and the Giants down 2-1.
Yeah, it's all about digging deep right now from Vancouver's standpoint. Obviously, Red Deer as well, but you want to dig deep, you want to come up with something the other team doesn't have. It's all going to be decided in the next 18 minutes and 25 seconds. From a Vancouver standpoint, Dan, they need some possession in the offensive
your local BC Honda dealer first thing tomorrow.
Time down there. They need to control it, have some time where they can make something happen with it. And that just hasn't happened an awful lot tonight.
Giants win the draw, send it out to center. Petrovic missed his man. Martin chips it up the wall. Bellerive's going to the net. Martin down the left wing could miss that pass though to Bellerive as he was going to the net. Puck in the corner. Petrovic has it. Rims it over to Pochak. Pochak up the middle now. He goes to Bird. Left side for Elson over the Giants line. His shot stopped by Morrison. Got his glove on it. It was going wide, but he'll hold on for a face-off.
You know, if I go back to just what we were talking about there, they're spending a little too much time chasing. You know, when you're chasing pucks, I mean, that makes you doubly tired. And this is what Vancouver has been doing most of this game, certainly in the Red Deer zone. They haven't had quality scoring chances. They trailed 2-1, face-off now back in the Vancouver end of the ice.
Face-off to the right of Morrison. Austin Vetterl, Chad Robinson on the face-off. Rebels win it back. Fafford, though, can't keep it into the line. Comes all the way back to his own blue line. Right back up the same side to Person. He'll chip it in. Vanscourt has it here. On the right side, Vetterl. Touch pass in the middle, picked off by McCoy. His slapper off the blocker of Morrison, back behind the net. Person is there. So is McCoy. Comes out of the crease, collected by Austin Vetterl, and he'll skate it out of the zone. Good feet ahead to Broden Nielsen. He wants to dump and chase. Puts it in the corner and goes right after Fafford. Turns it over to Vetterl. Vetterl trying to feed it back to Nielsen. Couldn't. Now he has control of it. Back behind the net. Throws it out front just through the legs of Macon to the point. Vanscourt's shot is blocked. And Kuvayev filling in will keep this in at the line. Now to Macon, right circle. Feeds it over to Vetterl. Back to Macon. Now Vetterl has it the right hash. Trying to get it down low for Kuvayev behind the net. Now Kuvayev comes to the hash mark. Cuts in the middle, just voids the elbow there of Ness. Lost the puck, and then it will come out of the zone. Giants will try to tag up. Kuvayev was still offside as Hack takes control up to the Giants line. Van Nieuwenhausen. He'll dump it right back in. On comes Keyser, racing after it against Fafford. Frees it up for Gallagher. Gallagher lost it. Now Kuvayev after with Keyser, backhands it in front, and the Rebels will clear it away. Ness left side for Inglis. Inglis right back to Ness. Inglis is going hard to the net. Ness so couldn't get that puck back to him as Kulak took him out of the play. Gallagher will get the puck off their stick. Can't get it by Inglis along the wall. Inglis down low to Ness. Back to Inglis coming off the half wall. Keeps Gallagher in check. Then Gallagher, good hit along the boards, knocks Inglis down. Trying to get that puck up the wall. And it will come free, and Kuvayev turns it right back over. And it'll be sent into the zone by Hack as Kuvayev way more time than he thought. 3.5 minutes into the third period. Giants down 2-1 as they bring it right back into the Rebel zone. Cook and Martinuk after it behind the goal line. Cook will get it. Hit by Burr. Back to Martinuk in the corner. Trying to fend off Petrovic. He will. Gets it to Cook behind the net. Cook leaves it there. Franson couldn't get onto that puck, and Stephen Hack will have it. Hack will skate it out. Left side. Looks to get to center and dump it deep. Gets to the Giants line. That's as far as he goes. Gets another opportunity. Again, only the Giants line, but then Musial misses his pass. And that's icing going against the Giants. Face-off back in their zone. We'll take a break. 4 minutes into the third. The Giants down by 1 on White Spot. Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650.
The warmth of home, the taste of White Spot. Now that's a comforting thought. Hi, this is Executive Chef Chuck Curry, inviting you to try our new Comfort Foods menu at White Spot. Now, for a limited time, you can enjoy dishes like our new spaghetti with house-made meatballs and a Caesar salad for only $14.99. Comfort is on the menu, so come on over. You're welcome anytime. White Spot, home to great taste and comfort since 1928.
Dan Elliott, Bill Wilms back with you here at the Pacific Coliseum. We are 4:10 into this third period. Giants down 2-1. Puck at center ice. Matt Dumba just dumps it in deep. Orban off the boards here, left side for Nathan Burns. Burns circles in his own zone. Now he feeds it over to Bellerive. Bellerive down the left wing. Cuts in the middle. Bellerive shot. Stopped by Dubik. Rebound cleared away on a nice little hesitation there from Bellerive. Macon picks off a pass. Keeps it in the zone. His shot stopped by Dubik. And a couple of quick saves here from the Rebels tender after a good push here from the Giants.
That was a good push. That was a good play by Bellerive, taking it into the Red Deer zone. Good quick shot, good release. Waited till he got into a good spot to get that puck away. But again, Dubik didn't have to move. Didn't have to move right. He didn't have to move left. Held his ground. Obviously, very, very good position. But I like Vancouver following that up with another chance, and Dubik had to make that save. That's why the face-off's to his right.
Riley Keyser to take the draw here. He's out with Franson and Jackson Houck. Van Nieuwenhausen and Van Scoort playing on the back end. Draw tied up. Finally goes into the corner. Inglis banging away with Keyser. Inglis gets it back behind the net for Alex Petrovic. And he'll fire it up the left side for Ness. Ness to center ice. He'll dump it in. Morrison will stop it up. Plays it behind the net. Trying to rim this one around past Inglis. Won't knock down there right at the right hash. Keyser on top of him. Puck pinned up against the boards. Comes free to McKenzie. He's knocked by Van Nieuwenhausen. Now the Giants get around behind the net to Tyler Van Scoort. He's got some room to skate here. Van Scoort. Right side for Houck. He takes a shot there. Can't get it in deep. Second opportunity will. Petrovic after it. Tried to stop up. The Giants, though, were offside, so a delayed call, and it's going to come outside the zone here.
You know, I've always liked Jackson Houck and the way he's willing to take a hit along the boards. He's a big, tough 16-year-old. He had his back to the play there. You knew he was going to kind of take a pretty good rub out right at the Red Deer blue line, but stayed with it, tried to get that puck in deep. I love the work along the wall of some of these young Vancouver Giants. Vetterl, Houck, even Ast, who's not playing tonight. Love and Matt Bellerive, maybe as good as anybody along the boards. Really nice grit.
Brett Kulak's slapper just goes wide as that came free all of a sudden to him at the point. Now the Rebels trying to skate out off the stick of Musial at center. Brought into the zone by Mason Burr. Musial trying to fire it up the wall. Hopped over the stick of Elson. Gallagher whacks at it. Up to Bellerive, who gloved it down. He'll put it in. Lost it. Comes to Gallagher, but it's going to be a glove hand pass going against the Giants here. You talked about Jackson out, 3-game point streak coming into tonight. A couple of goals and a helper there. Those are the kind of things they're looking for him. Don't want to see, doesn't necessarily want to expect the offense from him on a nightly basis, but
that's where we wound up tonight.
Wait till he's 18 or 19 years old. Believe me. He's
Congratulations, you are the province face of the game, assuming there is
face
a
off right outside.
face behind that. The province. It all starts
Rebel
here.
zone as Feller even Bricker whack at each other. Puck will come out right in front of the Rebels bench. Martin digging away. They'll get it in. Franson, or rather Burns, had it in for a moment. Now it comes out. Manning fires it right back in. Giants forced to tag up. Person behind the net for Dumba. Dumba comes up the left side looking for Bricker. Try to chip it by Burns. He will. And it comes down to the Giants line. Martinuk now avoids Bricker. Up the right side. Can't get by Robinson, who takes it off his stick and dumps it back into the Giants zone. Rebels changing. Manning behind his own net. Manning. Far side pass for Burns. Takes it at the line. Burns now down the left wing. Looking for an open man. Gets around Petrick. Lost the puck. And then Pochak came in to take it. He's hit hard by Gallagher. Puck free in the corner. Gallagher after it. So is Petrovic. Comes loose. Gallagher behind the net now. Wrap around attempt. Loose. In front, Dubik couldn't cover it up. And now the Rebels try to clear. Van Nieuwenhausen, good job to keep it in at the point. Goes to Robinson, though, and he'll just lift it out to center ice. Now Manning back to Van Nieuwenhausen at his own line. Off the wall for Gallagher. Gallagher on the right side. His shot through the legs of Pfaffer, but over top the net. McKenzie hit hard by Macon as he tried to take control. Giants have it at their own line. Vance court to Nielsen. Right back into the Giants zone to Van Nieuwenhausen. Good feed up the middle for Macon. Macon with Cook with them. His shot is stopped. Cook has it in the corner, trying to center it out in front. Goes to Macon. Macon in the other corner with Inglis on him. A couple of 14s. Back to the point. Van Nieuwenhausen whiffs on the shot. Inglis has it, gets to center, and he'll dump it into the zone. 7:20 into this third period. Giants trailing 2-1 to the Rebels as the puck comes out to center ice. Back to the Rebels blue line. Cody Teal up ahead to Brooks Maxwell. Tips that one in the zone. Van Nieuwenhausen neatly leaves it in the corner for Vanscourt. Left side for Nielsen. His pass too hot to handle for Scott Cook. Now Cook right after it on the forecheck, battling with Maxwell. Puck comes back to Pfafford. Pfafford, right side for Turner Elson. He's hit by Kieser. Puck caught up some skates. Burr thought he had it. Now it's Scott Cook with it. Cook just softly chips this one into the Rebel zone as Kieser goes in on the forecheck. Round the right side for Cody Teal. Gets that one to Burr. His pass knocked down by Musial at center. Whacked at by Kieser, but not in deep. And this is going to be offside here against the Giants. 11:52 left in the third. The Giants down 2-1.
You know what Red Deer's done very, very well tonight, Dan? I mean, they've held this Vancouver team to one goal. And Giants, with 131 goals on home ice, are third most in the entire league. Only Portland and Saskatoon have scored more. But what the Rebels have done is they've almost put a clinic on regrouping after a Vancouver Giants chance and getting the pucks out. It's very, very impressive.
Giants win the draw, dump it in deep. Rebels come out the left side to Person. Person will skate out of the zone, trying to get by Orban. Orban will squeeze him out along the boards. Puck comes free. Franson has it. Off the glass, not out of the zone. Stephen Hack keeps it in. Fires it back behind the Giants' goal line. Orban chips into the corner. Only guy there, though, is Mark McCoy. Centers it for Robinson, and he had his stick lifted by Vetterl. Comes to the point. Hack slapper off the back glass. Manning now off the wall. Up for Franson. Can't get it by as McCoy was there to keep it in. Now it comes onto the stick of Orban up to center. Miss Vetterl. Puck loose. Pearson brings it in. Person over the line. His shot. Pad saved by Morrison as he got that right pad down just in time. And now Jordan Martinuk will skate it out of his own zone. Martinuk left side for Franson. Couldn't play it. Petrovic all over him. Up ahead now to Inglis. Right back in the Giant territory. His shot off a stick into the corner. To Ness on the left hash. Wires it at the net, but over top. McKenzie now on the other hash. Manning on him. So is Franson. Manning knocks him down. Franson gets the puck and feeds it through some legs over to West Van Nieuwenhausen, who skates to center. Over the Rebels line. Dumps it in deep. Petrovic behind the net. Just rims this one around and off the skate of McKenzie and all the way back down to the Giants zone with 10:30 left here in the third, and the Giants trailing 2-1. Now Vanscourt up the middle for Martinuk. Martinuk feeds it ahead to Burns. Burns couldn't get it back to Martinuk because it's picked off by Maxwell. Burns gets it right back to Martinuk here in the far corner. Pinned there against the boards by Teal. In comes Burns to try and help out. Burns off the half wall. Back to the point of Vanscourt. Hit slapper, stopped, and goes into the chest of Dubik, who will hold on for a face-off as we near the midway point of the third. The Giants down by 1.
Vancouver off until this coming weekend. They'll play the Kamloops Blazers here Friday night, and in Kamloops on Saturday. They play the Blazers 4 times. They play Victoria 3 more. They play Kelowna twice, Medicine Hat once, and Tri-City once. And, you know, as far as the Blazers are concerned, Dan, their run for first place overall, you got to feel with those 4 games left against Vancouver, that run is going to have to go through Vancouver Giants without a question. And if they do get it, it'll be well earned by that Kamloops Blazer team.
Rebels win the draw. Come out to center ice. Dumped in by Mason Burr. Bellary on the back check here. Hits Burr behind the Giants goal line. Loose puck picked up by Turner Elson. Elson off the wall. His shot stopped by Morrison. Way too much room there for Turner Elson. 9:50 left
Giants
here
fans,
in the third period. The
Giants
trailing 2-1. We'll take a break on White Spot. Vancouver Giants hockey on
the main road ice team.
I'm Colin Brown from Canadian Direct Insurance. And as the saying goes, I've got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is that the government insures auto insurance rates are going up in 2012. Let's compare that to the good news. At Canadian Direct, our rates are not going up. And in fact, we're all about saving people money on their optional auto insurance. Isn't it about time you found out how much you could save? Call 1-888-CALL-CDI to find out today. I love a story with a happy ending. Member Canadian Western Bank Group.
You have a debilitating knee injury, or maybe it's a hip or a shoulder. If you're forced to wait too long for an MRI, it's not only frustrating, it can lead to irreparable damage. So get the MRI you need now at AIM Medical Imaging. AIM is the most advanced, full-body MRI facility in the country. With a referral from your doctor, you can have an MRI the same day. AIM Medical Imaging, putting patients first. 1371 West Broadway in Vancouver. For more information, visit aimmedicalimaging.com.
In reverse, you could be missing something important.
There's a girl behind you in the driveway on her tricycle.
Don't miss anything with a standard rear view camera. It's just one of the many standard features in the fully redesigned 2012 CRV, like Bluetooth and front heated seats. Lease the 2012 CRV LX 2-wheel drive for $328 a month over 48 months. Details at bchonda.com.
The third period of Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650 is brought to you by TELUS. Connect your whole home with TELUS Optic TV and Internet. Call 310-MY-TV for details. Now back to the TELUS Media Box with Dan Elliott.
9:39 left here in the third period. Giants bringing in the zone. Bellary, his shot on the chest of Dubik, gave up a rebound for a moment, but then covered it up. So a face-off here in the Rebel zone. The Giants playing 5 games in 6 nights. The Rebels playing 4 games in 5 nights. Both are running out of gas, Bill, but they're looking for some legs here in the final 9.5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's what we talked about. You can see that already kind of halfway through the first period, certainly in the second. You know, there was a collision there, or somebody fell in the neutral ice area from the Red Deer Rebels, and I love Matt Bellary's speed, his quickness, took that puck, got it to the top of the face-off circle, shot, and again, it's incredible to me how many times Dubik has had pucks in him. He's not had to really make a outstanding save at all.
Gallagher off the face-off. His shot's blocked. Comes to the point. Kulak's shot knocked down by McCoy. Kulak will keep it in the zone. Back behind the net. Martinuk going after it in a battle with Petrovic. Knocked him off the puck. Musial pitching in at the right point. All the way down the hash. Comes to Gallagher. Gallagher trying to go high on the short side, and he'll miss the target. Gallagher gets it back in the other corner. Gallagher fighting off Hack. He's all the way at the blue line. His shot off a stick and into the netting and out of play as Brendan Gallagher is trying to shoot from anywhere at this point in time.
Well, he's running on fumes. Believe me. Winner.
He's not alone.
No, he's not alone. And obviously the slighter players in this kind of a game, with, playing as much as they have, the lighter guys are going to have a little bit of a problem with it. Your bigger guys, your stronger guys maybe can thrive on it a little bit. And that goes for both teams. It's a 2-1 Red Deer Rebel lead over Vancouver. There's 9:05 left. Face off in that Red Deer zone.
Giants win the draw. Back to Manning at the point. He puts it off the backboards. Keyser into the corner here for Kuvayev. Kuvayev to the half wall. Try to get a shot through. Bounces, ricochets to Bellerive. His backhander won't get on target. He'll go right after the puck. Collects it in the corner. Bellerive trying to fight off Teal. He will. Good job by Matt Bellerive. Teal broke his stick, throws it in front. Bellerive didn't realize that Teal had broken. He probably could have held on a little longer. And now Charles Inglis will take a loose puck and skate it to center. Wrists it into the Giant zone. Manning chips it by Ness and up the right side for Keyser. Headman's the Vetterl, took it off his skate, turned it over, and back come the Rebels. Brooks Maxwell will dump it into the zone. Manning and Maxwell bang bodies behind the net. Keyser trying to chip it free. He did, but went the wrong way, and so Maxwell feeds it back behind the net for Elson, missed it, and Van Nieuwenhausen has it. Up ahead now, it goes to Burns, over to Keyser. He's checked by Elson as Keyser gets to the Giant, or rather the Rebels bench, falls down, but gets the puck in the zone. Rebels around the right side for Mason Burr. Burr, his pass knocked down nicely by Macon, who dumps it right back in the zone. Petrovic after it, circles behind his own net. A workhorse tonight for the Rebels has been Alex Petrovic, as that pass goes off the glass and off the Rebels bench, and so there's going to be a face-off back here in Red Deer zone.
Well, and he's one of those guys at 6'4", 204, can thrive on this. You know, Florida had 13 picks in their draft the year that Petrovic was drafted. 13 picks, and most of them in rounds 1, 2, and 3. They only took one player under 6 feet. And again, you know, Dale Talon getting that team back up with some size on those prospects. But yeah, I agree, Petrovic has just been just as strong as can be here for this team.
Rebels win the draw, and they'll dump it all the way back to the Giant zone. Martinuk behind his own net, trying to feed in the corner to Vanscourt. Took it off the back of his leg. Now he'll come up the left side for Franson. Franson, nice little feed up ahead to Martinuk. Martinuk gets by Petrovic, lost the puck for a moment, has it back. Comes to Franson. Franson, his wrister, glove down by Dubik. That was going wide, but he'll hold on.
Jackpot is
and
brought
won't
to you
take any
by
chances.
Western
The attendance tonight here, 6,110.
3,
brought to you by Starline Windows. A nice Sunday evening crowd here at the Pacific Coliseum.
Number on the yellow ticket is
you see Devin Dubnik, a visiting goaltender, come into this building and hold Vancouver to only one goal and not being one of the 3 stars. At this point, folks, Devin Dubnik has been so solid, so effective. His team plays such a solid game that he's not even on my radar to be one of the 3 stars for this Red Deer team.
Rebels again just dumping this out down into the Giant zone. Scott Cook, first man back. Tried to feed over to Kulak, missed it. Charles Inglis picks it up, top the right circle. Fends off Riley Keyser. Works down low. Kulak now on him. Can't knock him off the puck. Inglis comes out the other side. Back to the point to Hack. Over to Dumba. High slot for Ness. Ness moves in. Shot, stop, rebound. What a save from Morrison as he denied Charles Inglis on the doorstep. He just got that right pad down. Now Musial can't clear it out. Kept in by Ness along the wall. Another whack at it. It'll come out. And the Giants will skate to center and dump it in with 6:43 left here in the third. Giants down 2-1, and Adam Morrison's making it interesting. Macon picks off a pass right here at the blue line, then turned it right back over, and here come the Rebels. Turner Elson over the Giants line. His wrister gloved down by Morrison. Hold on for another face-off.
Well, that last play was all Charles Inglis. Did a terrific job for Red Deer, taking that puck down that right wing, getting it in deep, and then started the play in terms of taking the puck into the offensive zone and almost finished it off. And that took about 30 seconds from the time he took it in till he forced Morrison to make a big pad save.
He's had the best chances of the night as Charles Inglis. He's got the one goal, had another opportunity early in the first, and made that great move in the second they were going to get a power play and got around Neil Manning for an opportunity.
Tremendous amount of energy that Inglis is playing with.
Rebels get it here into the Giant zone. Van Nieuwenhausen to Vanscourt, off the glass, and out it comes off the stick of Nathan Burns. Whacked at by Macon. He couldn't get it, and Pfaffer will fire it right back in. Vanscourt up the right side for Vetterl. His pass knocked down by Person, brought into the Giant zone. That's going to be offside as Macon and McCoy are going to bang away. 5:56 left here in the third period, and the Giants need to find a way to get an equalizer.
You see that little scrum right over there? I mean, there's no energy there. That had no chance to develop it into anything.
Well, you talk about not being a star. I look at a guy like Matt Dumba, and for me, really, I haven't noticed much of him tonight, which is not a very common thing when he's playing.
Well, he's not made any big hits, but he's been effective, I think, in what he's done, no question. But you notice him usually from his physicality standpoint. He's a Dion Phaneuf type player, but he's a guy with a puck right there. He's made some decent reads with it.
Turned it over right there, though, in the far corner here in his own zone. Franson off the half wall, couldn't get it in deep, or keep it in deep, I should say, and it comes out to center. Martinuk back to his own line with it. Trying to find an open man, and Gallagher chipped it to him. Gallagher can't get around Dumba as he angled him off, and now John Person's going the other way. He wrists it into the zone. Morrison stops it. Plays it over for Kulak. Kulak had Francis up the left side. Couldn't get it there in time, and now he'll turn it over at center ice. Mark McKenzie brings it in the zone. Feeds it over for Ness. Knocked off the puck by Musial, and back on the Giants. Bellerive and Franson over the line. Bellerive can't get his shot on net. Goes in the corner. Franson couldn't find that puck. Now it ricochets in the other corner. Bellerive, hard hit against Petrovic, knocks him down. Petrovic still on the puck. Gets it to Inglis. Bellerive continues to work after it. Goes into the corner for Petrovic. Right side for McKenzie. McKenzie feeds it back to Charles Inglis. And Inglis will skate this one out. Knocked down at center, though, by Keyser. Keyser will bring it back into the zone. Top the left circle. His shot off a stick back behind the net. Fafford can't get it by Vetterl. Vetterl behind the net. Vetterl looking for an open man as Burns comes on. So is Macon. Couldn't feed it through. Now Kulak at the point. His slapper off a body. Goes off the back glass. Burns back to Kulak at the point. Moves in. No shooting lane. Gets away from McKenzie. Down low to Macon. Macon in the corner for Vetterl. Vetterl fends off a man. Rebels are tired here. Back to Vanscourt. His wrister blocked by Inglis. Picked up though by Burns. Burns back to Vanscourt on the right point. This shot won't get through either. Rebels again can't clear. Kulak keeps it at the point. Another slapper doesn't get through. Into the corner for Burns. Under 4 minutes left here in the third. Giants down by 1. Macon in the corner. Runs into Vetterl. Lost the puck. Now the Rebels try to rim it out. Vanscourt keeps it at the right side. His shot goes off a leg and goes right to Petrovic, and he will lug this one out to center and dump it in as the Rebels thankfully get a change, and full credit to them. Some great shot blocking.
Yeah, they did, and finally it was Petrovic that lugged it out, and he gets a pat on the head from Teal as he comes to the bench.
Jordan Martinuk now back into the Rebels zone, turns it over at the line, and it'll be Brooks Maxwell skating the other way. He'll chip it into the corner. Takes a hit from Manning. Now Martinuk knocks Burr off the puck, and he comes out the right side. Jordan Martinuk up ahead to Gallagher. Chips it by Hacken in. Martinuk ran to the linesman, lost the puck. Now he gets it back. Martinuk in front. It goes. Gallagher and Kuvayev got a stick on it, but no real shot as the puck's in the corner. Burr falls down. Gallagher digging after it with Kuvayev. Kuvayev feeds it behind the net for Martinuk. Martinuk in front. Gallagher again couldn't get a stick on it. He was on the backhand. And now Turner Elson skates it out and dumps it down to the Giants' zone with under 3 minutes left here in the third. And the Giants down 2-1. Up the left side it goes. Doesn't get in deep. Now McCoy knocked free of that puck at the Giants line, but Person has it. His shot stopped by Morrison. Bellerive hard off the wall and down as Petrovic has it at his own line. Petrovic flips this one in to the Giants zone. Manning after to the far corner. Can't get that puck. McCoy with it for Person. They take control. Now Franson will take it off their stick. Franson coming out behind his own net. Hard off the glass and up to center. Petrovic knocks it down there. Sends it back to Mark McCoy, who'll flip it into the zone. 2:05 left here in the third. Giants down by 1. Franson now up over the line. Tried to feed it through to Vetterl. Couldn't get it. Franson, though, keeps it in the line. Spins and shoots it back behind the net. Now Teal trying to rim it out. Won't get it by Kulak there at the left point. Now Macon working along the boards. Down low. Vetterl couldn't play it. Dumba will try to rim it high off the glass. Just gets by Kulak. He's in battle with McKenzie. McKenzie gets a stick on it and out of the zone. Now McKenzie after it. Into the far corner here in the Giants zone. Manning has him pinned up against the boards. Or rather, that's Musial, excuse me. As the Giants trying to pick it free. Instead, it's the Rebels with it. It's Inglis. Back at the point. Whiffs at a shot. Now it goes off a body. Vetterl trying to get it out. Couldn't. Franson chips it ahead here to Macon. Macon right at the Rebels line. Up to Kulak. Joins the rush. Around Dumba. In front. Couldn't get a shot off. Morrison still in the net with 1:14 left. They're calling for him. Here he comes. Vanscourt with the puck on his stick. Top the left circle. His slapper stopped by Dubik. Giants with the extra attacker on. Vanscourt down low to Vetterl. Vetterl hitting the corner. Lost the puck. McKenzie on it. So is Burns trying to dig it free. Vetterl. He's got the puck. Got it to the point. Vanscourt moves to the middle. His shot gets through. Stopped. Picked up by the Rebels. They'll dump it out and down. Inglis after it. Empty net. And he puts it off the post. 45 seconds left here. Giants getting fortunate, but they're going to turn it over to Dumba at his own line. Now it goes off a stick up in the air. Giants get it back at center. Keyser up to the line. It's going to be offside here against the Giants.
Fans, we draw your attention to the scoreboard over center ice.
Where's this face-off going to take place? No, they're going to call too many men here. Wow. Wow, this is going to be a big call here for the referee. Or is it going to be the Giants called for too many men? It's going to be Vancouver called for too many men on the ice with 33.7 seconds left here and down 2-1. So that will basically do it here.
Yeah, once you've got 6 attackers on the ice, Morrison is at the bench, and you make any kind of a change, it gets a little confusing because if somebody's coming off, it's one of 6 skaters, not one of 5. So it's very easy to kind of just jump over the boards, not too sure who you're going over for, and you got to be pretty sharp, and amongst other things, mentally, it takes a drain on you when you play this many games. But boy, I don't want to take not for a half a second. One thing away from a very, very solid performance, very impressive performance by this Red Deer team. They came into Vancouver, Dan, in a 6-game losing streak. In fact, they'd been outscored in this building 19-5. The last win, you got to go back to February 16th of 2005 when they beat Vancouver 3-0, but they've come in on a road trip. They're they played 4 games in this division. They go home now, and then they go to PA, Saskatoon, Moose Jaw, and Regina. And this is a team that's, I honestly don't think they got a great chance to make the playoffs.
No, I agree with you. I mean, they're going to get within 7 points tonight if they get the win here. But, full value to them. I mean, this is an outstanding road effort. They got a huge win in Kamloops on Friday night. They picked up a point in Kelowna last night. They scored in the final 30 seconds to earn that point. And right now, they got another 2 points here if they can hold off the Giants for 33 seconds. Giants able to clear it out. Icing waved off. Morrison to the bench. Extra attacker on the ice. It's 5-on-5 though with the power play. And now
the penalty is being served by number 7, Matt Bellery.
What are they calling here?
Taking a face
I see what's happened. The referee saying that the extra attacker came on way too early, and so now the Giants, the faceoff's going to come outside the zone. They're saying Adam Morrison wasn't close enough to the bench before the Giants threw out their extra man.
Dan, the other thing is
the faceoff will take place at center ice. Vancouver charged with a premature substitution
that was
from
the
the
motivation this team needed.
Giants at center ice. Can't get it deep. Dumba fires it into the zone. Person after it. They're going to call icing here, I believe, going against Red Deer with 15 seconds left in this game. And Giants down 2-1. It's not over yet. A face-off here in the offensive zone. I suspect Morrison to the bench. Yes, he will go. Giants 5-on-5 here. A timeout, though, called from Vancouver. We'll do the same. Come back with the final 15 seconds on White Spot. Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650.
Got a member of your home team that's causing problems, underperforming, out of shape, getting too old for the game? If your drains are running slow, taps are leaking, toilets are burbling, or maybe you're thinking of doing a renovation, West Trim Plumbing and Heating can help improve your lineup. West Trim Plumbing and Heating are industry leaders who specialize in residential and commercial heating systems. For plumbing repairs, gas fitting services, or providing everything you need for a complete plumbing or heating renovation, West Trim Plumbing and Heating at westtrimplumbing.com. We care about your family's comfort.
Dan Elliott, Bill Williams back with you here at the Pacific Coliseum. 15 seconds left in the third period. Giants down 2-1. And a face-off here in the Rebel zone to the right of Devin Dubik.
And the thing here is they've got to get Dubik to make a save. 15 seconds left. I don't mean just a save, I mean a chance. Vancouver hasn't had very many chances tonight. Now with 15 seconds left, face-off in the zone. See if they
Gallagher to take the draw here against Inglis. Linesmen want to get everybody sorted out, pushing back the guys against the wall. That's Dumba and Musial. Manning behind Gallagher to his right. Draw comes won by the Rebels. They'll clear it out to center. Person with it. Empty net over to Elson, and he'll put it in, and that will do it. Turner Elson is going to be credited as a power play goal here for the Red Deer Rebels, and this is a huge win for the Rebels on this BC Division road swing.
Cam Moon must have told me 2 or 3 times he's a play-by-play guy for this Red Deer team, and he kept, saying this team really, it's discouraging when you're not in the playoff race, but he says they're playing solid hockey. You go back to, 6-7 games ago, they had back-to-back shutouts. We talked about against Prince Albert, a 2-0 shutout in Kootenay. And then, as you say, Dan, they've won in Kamloops, lost in a shootout in Kelowna, and here they've come into Vancouver, a tough place to win. And it looks like they've got themselves 2 points.
They certainly have. There's the final horn. The Red Deer Rebels defeat the Vancouver Giants 3-1. Your final score here, the Pacific Coliseum. So the Vancouver Giants in a busy week have to settle for 7 of a possible 10 points. And they stay in 4th spot here in the Western Conference standings. Don't go anywhere. The complete post-game show is coming up next on White Spot. Vancouver Giants hockey on AM 650.
Attention shoppers, come on everyone, gather round for a free surprise gift. Pet rocks for everyone. Help yourself.
Whoop-de-doo. I hear ya. I'm Danny, the TELUS installer, and have I got a tip for you. If you want something free that's really cool, just bundle TELUS Optic TV and Internet. You'll get a free